Hey everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. And I hope you're getting springy summer vibes. I am. So we're going to work on a tumbler today that kind of reminds me of what you would see in national parks, in smaller parks. I'll get to the point. We're going to do a wood grain on this tumbler. This is a 30 ounce. And then we're going to apply, these are little stones. And I was gifted a tray about, yay deep. It's a big tray of all different kinds of stones. This person had collected them and got to the point where she just didn't want to keep them around anymore. So she gave me this big tray. So I went through it and I found the flattest stones that I could find. And I arranged them into like these little flowers. And I did several of them. As many as I could. Now these are stuck on here with the contact paper, but that's just to keep them in place so I don't have to go chasing them around afterwards. So they're not lined up perfectly, but I arranged them in these little flowers that you see different rock formations, people that build the rocks and whatnot in the parks. I think that's fascinating. And I like the old barn look with like stone flowers on them as wall decor. So I thought, let's do one with a tumbler. So I'm going to get my gloves on, and I'm using Tim Holtz alcohol inks, and I'm going to be using teak wood, and I'm going to try latte. I think that might be a nice underbelly color. So those are the two that I'm using. And I just have a chip brush here that's had much love for wood grain on it. And I also have my bottle of alcohol, 91% alcohol. I'm going to spray my brush before I get going on the ink so that it helps the ink to move around. And here we go. Whoops. Well, that one definitely wanted to come out of there. It is very light, but like I said, it's, I'm going to build on that. You don't have to be fancy when you're just getting started. The point is to get the color on, or get the ink on, I should say. When initial plans fail, we move on. No, this isn't a pile of excrement. After applying my mixture onto my cup, naturally it shrunk, which I expected. What I did not expect is that it would just fall off. Now, when I did my river edge or my live edge on my other tumbler that I did like this, well, sort of like this, I did a whole different technique. I should have stuck with that because this did not work out. Pieces just peeled up and fell off, and that's what I was left with. However, not the end of the world. So I'm removing this, and then you'll see what my plans are to resurrect this tumbler. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, give you just a slight bit of footage on that, and then we shall move on to what plan B is going to be. Now that I have all of our mess cleaned up, I want to show you what I discovered. And, you know, I could have just scrapped this video, but I decided, well, let me see if I can turn it around. I noticed as I was chipping away that there are these really cool effects that were left from my ink. So what I'm going to do is I am going to clean my ink away, and I really want you to be able to see that right there. It shows a nice pale green with wood grain in it, and I think that is going to be probably a nicer background, I'm hoping. And I'm just going to spray my alcohol on here. I don't want it soaked because I don't want it to, oh, see, look, I'm taking I'm taking some of the stuff off here. I don't want it to clean it down to white. I want it to leave some striations. So I'm going to be kind of selective as far as pressure and how I move the ink that's on top. So once I get going on here, I'm going to go ahead and put you on high speed, and we'll clean this off and see if we like it for the I'm going to clean up this edge and this edge, and I think we're going to move on. When we left off, I had cleaned this. I was trying to figure out how to get my flowers on here. Things have changed. And I want to show you, I have done a little bit of alcohol ink transformation here. I like this much better. And what I've done, and I didn't finish it because I wanted to show you, I've taken my Irish moss from T-Rex and espresso Tim Holtz, and I am mixing them together here on this backer for my contact paper that I use as transfer tape. And I am just putting accents of the color in there. It's not erasing this really. It's just kind of accenting it. I like this better. It looks a lot more natural to me. My husband tells me that it is more of a poplar color, poplar being a type of wood. So it was much better than my thought, because I thought, oh, pressure treated, that's not natural at all. But this is what we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through this. I will put it on high speed just to get through it, because you don't want to sit through all that again. And all I'm doing is puddling my colors. And then I will spray my brush just a little. As you can see, it really does make it a little more pliable. I'm taking a little bit from the espresso, a little bit from the moss, the Irish moss, and then I'm just blending them over here. I want it to be a little more of a green color. You'll see how it goes on. And so here we go. See it there. I think that looks much better, and I'm satisfied with that. So I just really want to clean this up. I like this as it is. However, I do have the glue marks here from when I tried to apply the flowers with my super glue, with my Gorilla super glue. So I do need to amend that. And flowers are going on here one way or the other. So hang in there. We will return for hopefully flower application. Okay, our tumbler is epoxy. I'm going to use E6000. I don't like to, but I think that's probably going to take up the gap better than the Gorilla Glue. So I'm just going to put some E6000 here on. I have a piece of backer from my contact paper. I'm just going to put a spot of it there, and I'm just going to commence to placing these stones on here. Look cute. Can you see it? Cute, I can't stand it. Look at it. I love it. So cute. Loving this. Okay, we are back. I want to know, does anyone know, oh crud, does anyone know whether or not UV resin becomes ineffective after a period of time? I've had my UV resin for a year, and I don't use it very often. It took forever for it to set up. So I'm just wondering, has anybody else experienced non-effective UV resin? That being said, I am going to put my regular 2-part resin on this. Stay tuned. We are going to have a finished product here at some point. Thanks for hanging in. I am so excited about the way this tumbler came out. I hope you enjoyed this. And go ahead and tap that like button if you took the time to watch this. It really does help me out. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I am in love with this piece. Pause on the flowers so that you can enjoy the absolute intricacy of those stones. They are gorgeous. The green did not come through on the wood grain as far as filming it here, but I'm still not upset about it. I love it. So thanks for stopping by. Till next time.